6 years, more than 70 million dead. Entire cities turned to ashes, from Europe to Asia.
This is the full story of World War II.
To understand it, we must go back to 1919. The Treaty of Versailles punished Germany with reparations. The economy collapsed, political chaos spread everywhere. Out of this crisis rose a man, Adolf Hitler. In 1933, Hitler became leader and rebuilt the military. He broke the rules and expanded the army. First came Austria, then Czechoslovakia. European leaders hoped diplomacy could stop him. But they were wrong. The storm was coming. September 1st, 1939, Germany invaded Poland. Fast tanks and aircraft overwhelmed Polish defenses. Soon after, Britain and France declared war. Germany was not alone in this conquest. Italy under Mussolini and Japan under Hirohito. They became known as the Axis powers, expanding aggressively across Africa and Asia. The world was being carved into pieces.
1940, Germany launched attacks on Western Europe.
Within weeks, the French army collapsed. Only the United Kingdom remained standing. German bombers launched the Battle of Britain. Cities burned, but Britain refused surrender. Then, the war expanded dramatically east. Hitler launched Operation Barbarossa in 1941. The largest military invasion in history, 3 million men pushed toward Moscow. The Soviet giant was waking up. But the conflict wasn't just in Europe. In 1941, Japan launched a surprise attack.
The target, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii.
U.S. battleships were struck by torpedoes.
The United States immediately entered the war.
Now, the conflict truly became a world war. From the Atlantic to the Pacific Islands, the Allied powers began to coordinate. Strategy was their only hope for survival.
The Axis was at its maximum reach.
1942, the tides were about to turn. The battle for Stalingrad was a nightmare. House-to-house fighting, no mercy given. Millions of lives lost in one city.
The Soviet Union crushed the German Sixth Army.
It was the beginning of the end for Hitler. Simultaneously, the war in Africa heated up. At El Alamein, the British struck back. The Desert Fox, Rommel, was in retreat. Italy was the next target for the Allies. 1943, Italy surrendered, Mussolini fell. But Germany still held Fortress Europe. The Allies planned the greatest invasion. Operation Overlord, June 6, 1944. Thousands of ships crossed the Channel. The beaches of Normandy were a bloodbath.
Omaha, Utah, gold, Juno, and sword.
Against all odds, the Allies broke through. Paris was liberated within months. Hitler's empire was now being squeezed. The Battle of the Bulge was his last gamble. In the freezing winter, soldiers held the line. The German gamble failed miserably. The road to Berlin was wide open. The end of the Nazi regime was near. 1945, the Soviet army reached Berlin. Berlin became a hell on earth. April 30th, Hitler committed suicide. Germany surrendered unconditionally on May 8th. But in the Pacific, Japan fought on. The strategy of island hopping was brutal. Iwo Jima and Okinawa, unspeakable losses. Japan refused to surrender despite the odds. America prepared a secret, terrifying weapon. The Manhattan Project was about to change history. August 6th, the first bomb dropped. Hiroshima was gone in a flash. 3 days later, Nagasaki followed. Emperor Hirohito announced the surrender. September 2nd, the war officially ended. World War II was finally over. But the cost was beyond imagination. 70 to 85 million people were gone. The Holocaust revealed the depths of evil. The world vowed, never again. The map of the world was rewritten. The United Nations was born from the ashes. Europe was divided by an iron curtain. The Cold War began almost immediately. A new era of nuclear tension had started.
Technology advanced at an incredible pace.
history's greatest conflict reshaped our lives. Its lessons still echo in our modern wars.
To understand history is to understand power.
Subscribe to Empire at War for more.
Because every war has a story.